All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, can you guess what Hollywood would do to ruin our childhoods just a little more with a 1966 classic television short called How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Well, what they would do is they would make a PG-13 feature-length film in the year 2000 featuring the top comedian of the time, Jim Carrey, called How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And given the fact that this film should probably have been called Why the Grinch Stole Christmas, it's kind of the problem. Now I can't look up the actors right now because IMDb is down, but I know that you've got Jim Carrey as the titular Grinch, and he is green, mean, and on the scene. And I have to admit, Jim Carrey does an excellent job of being the Grinch. He is not given a good role to play, and you are conflicted about this character. But this is the story of the Grinch, who apparently he is a person from another land who was orphaned and sent to Whoville. And because he is a Grinch, or at least that's what they call him, he never really fit in. He didn't really like Christmas. And then he was made fun of. So you ask yourself, is the Grinch a inherently evil character, or is he a character that was nurtured to be evil? And the answer to this is yes. This makes it a very conflicting film because you don't know what would the Grinch have been like if he weren't treated so poorly. Would he have eventually come around? You don't have that as the story. But so this is sort of the backbone and history story. How the Grinch Stole Christmas is almost a sequel to that, given that what you have is Cindy Lou who is dissatisfied with the Christmas story and has decided to reach out to the Grinch because she feels that the true meaning of Christmas is being destroyed by commercialism. And yes, okay, never has a movie begged me not to buy it as a Christmas gift for anyone as much as this film. But here is the thing. How the Grinch Stole Christmas originally was this great film about a community that did all this stuff for Christmas for the right reasons. Whoville was a small town without poverty, without pain, with the only bad thing being that they had a Grinch living up in their mountains. In this version, the Grinch steals Christmas because he can't stand their damn noise. But in all reality, the Grinch is not so bad a person. He doesn't want to hurt people. He is just a person that doesn't like the holiday, doesn't like noise. He'll get into the Christmas spirit if you coax him properly. And yes, that's all fine and well. But where this movie begins to fail is the fact that now there's a love story between the Grinch and a Who, which, I mean, do they even have compatible parts? Is the Grinch a metaphor for a different human race? Is he an outcast because of his color, or is he an outcast because of his behavior? And there are a lot of sexual references in this film. They talk about one person goes, "Hey, this baby looks like your boss." And I don't need that in my Christmas movie. Why is that there? There's even a certain amount of swearing in this film, and I'm like, The Grinch Stole Christmas is a G-rated movie. You plop it on when you want a half an hour away from your 6-year-old so that you can finish making those damn cookies so that they'll be there for the holiday party. That's what The Grinch Stole Christmas is for most of the year. It is not for keeping your 14-year-olds at bay because they're supposed to be in the kitchen helping you stir the batter. Movie, you're missing the point of having 14-year-olds. But I digress. So, yeah, here is the thing about that motorcycle out there. How the Grinch Stole Christmas is not as good as the original film. Even the talent of Jim Carrey and the musical stylings of the genius that is Weird Al Yankovic could not make this movie as good as the original. I mean, in all reality, if you want a really great Christmas movie, you watch the original. If you want to watch this movie, it's really more a movie to sit down with your late teen children and try to have a Christmas moment. And even then, that's not going to work. I mean, what is this movie really good for? You can't use it to entertain your annoying children while you're doing something else on the holidays. It's hard to get your older children to sit down and watch it with you. And it's not really a good movie to sit down, drink beer, and eat pizza to. And that's the problem with this movie. It's not that it's a bad movie, because it's not a bad movie. It's just not as great as the original movie. So, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 2000 release, it just can't fill those big shoes. Anyway, that's my opinion, and I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I am Richard Leland Neal.